Hi, I'm Davey Havoc.
And I'm Jade from AFI.
And you're watching Jawbreaker.
What's up, everybody? What's up, kids? Welcome to episode 3 of Jawbreaker. I am Maddie Marshall. I'm the special guest host of this particular episode. Dr. Strange is on assignment in the Heartland. He's been working on the Rock Show and the Gear Bag episodes. Also, Rocky Cagnoni is working on the East Coast, chilling out there. But right now, I'm here in beautiful San Francisco with a very good friend of mine, Oliver Lang from Team Dynasty. Ollie, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Maddie? You see, I've been trying to get on Jawbreaker for a long time now.
Well, now you're here, and so we're going to be going through your hometown and checking it out.
Yeah.
You know, the East Bay, or the Bay Area in particular, has been, you know, a really big focal point for extreme culture. You know, you got bands like AFI coming out of here, Metallica, Rancid, Thrasher Magazine's out of San Francisco. Think,
skate spots.
Yeah, tons. There's tons of hot skate spots up here. The X Games were here. How has that kind of influenced you? You know, like growing up, being a skateboarder and an extreme culture kind of guy?
Just being young, you know, in such a thriving city like San Francisco and even Marin County, you know, just seeing kids and, you know, seeing superstars in other sports and reading the magazines, you just want to be it, you know, you want to read it, you want to live it. You know?
Nice. All right, well, besides just hanging out in San Francisco with Ollie right here, we got some cool features for you guys. We got an expanded gear bag. We got the new Dark shoe from Warped Sportz, the Dark FT. Mixture of little Warped Sportz, little Vans action together. That's pretty sick, I think. We got Faces. Gonna bring you the up-and-coming stars, 25 and under, in the MPPL, blowing it up. Amateur and pro. That's gonna be cool. The next Ollie Langs and such. Yeah, tons of stuff. We got Get in the Van. Avalanche heads down to Mexico to blow it up down there. That's gonna be pretty
Mexico's
fat.
fresh. We've been down there.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have been down there for Team Fun.
Times.
Yeah, definitely. So Avalanche will be blowing up in Mexico. We got some crazy action footage from Huntington Beach, from Toulouse, and Amsterdam. Definitely from Amsterdam for sure. While Oliver here takes us around his hometown and a little bit around San Francisco, we'd like to have you guys jet on over to the 2003 French World Cup and also check out some highlights of the Amsterdam stop on the Millennium Circuit.
Words hot.
Words hot, blowing it up.
Fresh,
Nice.
clean,
Fresh and so clean.
dope. Will rock style.
Your lipstick is colored up by the angel. I know exactly what goes on. When everything you'll get is everything that you want in princess. Would you prefer my finger on the trigger or me face down across your floor? Me face down across your floor. Me face down across your floor. Well, just so long as this is loaded. And will you tell all your friends you've got your gun to my head? This all was only wishful thinking. This all was only wishful thinking. And will you tell all your friends you've got your gun to my head? This all was only wishful thinking. This all was only wishful thinking. Let's go. Don't bother trying to explain, Angel. I know exactly what goes on when you're rolling. How about I'm outside of your window? How about I'm outside of your window? Watching him keep the but nothing happens. 1,000 clever lines and red with clever napkins. I won't ever ask if you don't ever tell me. I know you well enough to know you never loved me. Before the cast is told, nothing happens. 1,000 clever lines and red with clever napkins. I won't ever ask if you don't ever tell me. I know you well enough to know you never loved me. Before the cast is told, nothing happens. 1,000 clever lines and red with clever napkins. I won't ever ask if you don't ever tell me. I know you well enough to know. And all of this was all your fault. And all of this, I stay wrecked and jealous for this simple reason. I just need to keep you in mind as something larger than life. I stay wrecked and jealous for this simple reason. I just need to keep you in mind as something larger than life. I stay wrecked and jealous for this simple reason. I just need to keep you in mind as something larger than life.
You are now in Amsterdam and you're watching Jawbreaker magazine.
And we're parting away with no regrets tonight, because I've been doing fine. So stop wasting all your time, because I've been doing fine. So stop wasting all your time all night.
things in the San Francisco Bay Area for paintball has been Mare Island.
Mare Island.
Yeah, Mare Island.
God bless me.
And it's gone now, unfortunately. But
Bulldoze.
epic names have come out of Mare Island. That was the Ironman training facility for many, many years.
Both Ironmans.
Both Ironmans. Well, when they were just one Ironman, blowing it up. Daryl Trent, all the Bob Long, all the old school guys, Shane Pastana, Marty Bush, you know, going into the next generation, the Billy Wings, the Eric Roberts.
All of us came out of there, me, Ryan, Yosh, Alex, Brad, everybody.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, that was like that was kind of an epic thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of talk a little bit about how Mare Island affected that just big, huge, just soup bowl full of dope-ass paintball players. Like, how did that break down for you guys?
Reaching my shit at deer. I don't know, man. It was just the field that had everything. You know, it really was. It was the field of dreams. There was no paintball field that could ever amount to Mare Island. It had every single walk of life, you know. And that's why I think that Northern California paintball players, I don't want to say are more advanced because there's great paintball players from everywhere, but definitely have, you know, keen knowledge from everywhere on the field. Because we used to play in this thick anise, and we used to play in these castles, and we used to play, you know, speedball, you know. So we know, you know. And we definitely got our ass beat for the longest time, you know. And that's how you got to do it. You got to work your way up, you know. Absolutely. And Mare Island there's no better field in the world than Mare Island for that. You know, I mean, getting beat down as like a little kid by Rich Telford and Bob Long's Ironmen and Brad and all the cap guys, and like it was, you know, it was a learning experience. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
It got me definitely to where I am today.
And
sure.
it also affected even Southern California paintball too, because then, I mean, you guys all live down there now, and now that Mare Island's gone, it's like SC Village has kind of taken over that the mantle of like the best, most influential paintball field in the world title, you know, which was Mare Island until they decided to demolish it.
Cry.
Yeah, but you know, that's how things go.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, well.
We're here at Baja Paintball in Tijuana, Mexico. Shout out to Jawbreaker magazine.
Honestly, things I see, so be fine. Stories go, stories leave an imprint on my mind. Be honest, don't be afraid. Falling over again. Time is wasted and gone. Life is passing on again. The white lights lead you on. Is this the end? So this is what you want to be. Not too close for us to see your fantasy turn to misery. Be honest, we'll be afraid. Falling over again.
Marco's shadow falls on the door to the 7 lost cities of gold. Finds a raven's head and a rattler's tail. Dead in his tracks, this godforsaken soul wanted here, and his curse lingers for years. Amelia's face hides behind the mask, sweating on the TV factory line. But that smile on her face is starting to crack, while welding back the pieces of a shattered heart that's scattered out here with the ghosts of her peers. Searches for her lost child along the river of tears. The river of tears. end of the working week, when drunken worlds meet, both sides keeping a close eye for a break in the line here on the crystal frontier. Crystal frontier. Tightens up his leather belt, he slips on through a hole in the fence. He can get you anything you want. It might cost you a life, it might cost you the whole price of freedom here on the crystal frontier. Searching for your lost love along the river of tears. River of tears. Blood spills out on the streets, and bodies are missing for weeks. Both sides keeping a close eye, watching the bullets fly here on the crystal frontier. Crystal frontier.
El próximo año vamos a ganar con ustedes. Gracias.
I had a great time. This is awesome.
187.
Yo, this is Angel from Dynasty, Magazine Street, V-Town Hustler. You're watching Jawbreaker.
This brand new skin is wearing thin, and you'll never know until it's gone. What does it take to get this through to you? Subject yourself to things that you deserve. Stop me if you've heard enough of what you should have said and done. The promises that never last. You could waste your whole life, you'll never get the best of mine. This brand new skin is wearing thin, and you'll never know until it's gone. How far you go just to destroy yourself. Attacking your self-esteem, it's falling out. Tomorrow may come easier, like yesterday was never there. Surprising as it always seems, you could take a lifetime, you'll never get the best of mine. This brand new skin is wearing thin, and you'll never know until it's gone. I say the maybe that waits on you. Now I'm pathetic for letting go. Just think of this as a lesson learned, to never take advantage of the people that depend on you. This brand new skin is wearing thin, and you'll never know until this brand new skin is wearing thin, and you'll never know until it's gone. This brand new skin is wearing thin.
going out to
Hey,
get
yo,
some
what's
food.
up? I'm Maximus, Prince of Sweden, New York Extreme, baby. You're watching Jawbreaker.
Cut it out! Your self-inflicted pain is getting too routine. The crowds are catching on to the self-inflicted song. Well, here we go again. The art of acting weak. Fun enough to fail to boost your CD sales. And that CD sales, yeah, what a hit. You got to repeat it. You gotta sink to swim. First you don't succeed. You gotta recreate your misery. We all know art is hard. Young artists, we gotta start. Try and fail and try again. The comforts of repetition. Keep churning out those hits till it's all the same old shit. Oh, second verse. Well, calling me fatigued. I'm hiding in the leaves, in the CD jacket sleeves. Tired of entertaining some double dip meaning. A sauce of analogy. This drunken angry slur in 31 flavors. You gotta sink to swim. Immerse yourself in rejection. Regurgitate some sorry tale about a boy who sells his love affairs. You gotta fake the pain. You better make it seem you can break the leg. But when you get on stage and they scream your name, you gotta sink to swim. A person ain't greater persons, 'cause we all know art is hard, but we don't know who we are. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, I'm Glenn Forrester from Team Avalanche, and you're watching Jawbreaker.
Come on, E. Try to go easy. We can do anything, anything, anything.
Jawbreaker taking you to the rock show. We're here in the heartland, the Bottleneck, in Lawrence, Kansas. Super stoked to be on the bus with Chris, Jesse, and Joey. I don't think it's too much to say the legendary pop punk guys Lagwagon. We appreciate you joining us here.
Thanks.
I only get a minor ride out of it.
Everyone's all.
Everyone's like,
Well, yeah, legends, but
you know. You guys have been around for a really long time. New record, Blaze, just came out. This is what, like 12, 13 years for you guys as a band? Or?
yeah, it's like 13 or something.
How'd the band get started?
Flip and I had both been playing in bands in town, and I don't know, we sort of knew each other. I mean, there's just a very small punk scene there. They had a different singer. The band was called Section 8 before it was Lagwagon. They had a singer, and he stole my girlfriend, so I stole his band. That's the way I see it.
A fair trade.
Yeah. It started in vengeance.
You know, I'm sure over the years a lot about the Fat sound or the Lagwagon sound, and you see a lot of bands in what's contemporary referred to as, you know, pop punk, even your Blink-182 citing how influential Lagwagon was for them. And I'm just curious, like, as a band, what do you still try to bring, you know, to your sound to really kind of give it, you know, you guys definitely have your own thing going.
We try and sneak some metal in there, that's one thing.
No question. That's probably predominantly the largest difference between us and most of the bands from our scene is that we have a larger metal background than most of those bands. I mean, you know, we grew up listening to bands like Bad Religion and RKL, but we also listened to Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and AC/DC and Rush and all these bands like that.
So we're talking good metal, not glam metal, but like Maiden and...
No, old school. I mean, we're old. We're old people.
Hey, this is Joey.
This is Chris.
We're in Lagwagon.
And you're watching Jawbreaker.
osteoporosis, glaucoma and neurosis. The vulture circling above all the heads. Second verse, the same as the first. I forgot the words again. Railer, lost my inhaler. Who's got a smoke for the caper? Hold on, let me catch my breath. Alright, I feel better now. Take it to the bridge. I'll never be Ozzy on stage when I'm 50. I'm gonna look like Elvis by the time I'm 40. We're already bogus. We're already fading. We'll never be the Rolling Stones. I'm staying home. Dementia and senility, my failing muscles atrophy. I've lost all ability, falling apart. Blue hair, brown teeth, failing livers, deep beach. Maybe we will try to pull it off for another year.
I'm Yosh Rao,
And I'm Billy Wing.
and we're from Team Ironmen, and you're watching Jawbreaker.
I need a remedy of diesel and dust, something I can taste with a fix I can trust. Another high, more potent than lust, eating and repeating like a work in a bus that time. To the sound and the rhythm of rain, dancing down on the window pane. Comatose, eyes half closed, arms wrapped up with the wounds all sewed. I froze from head to toe, clenched the jaw, and felt my body roll. Overflow. I'm not left to know. It takes some time. So no regrets, no looking back, sinking ships. So I'll strip the cause for rational self-analysis. I'm down, cutting bound, counting scars, counting blessings aloud. So myself to know that time alive. No regrets, failures, no tears. Because it made us wrong. No regrets, failures, no tears. Because it made us
SOS in a state of emergency. The situation and the bright eyes looking at me. Is there nowhere I could go?
Lang here at Union Square. It's like a kind of a focal point in San Francisco. Lots of stuff goes on here. I mean, there's lots of businesses and crazy stuff going on here at all times. Talk to us a little bit about Huntington Beach. It was like a focal point for paintball at the beginning of this year, and you guys did really well there. So just break it down a little bit for the home crowd.
Yeah. You know, it's just a whole new, it's a complete new tournament. You know, they actually had spectators. You know, they actually had foot traffic going through to watch us playing paintball.
And they said it was like 30 grand a day or something like that. 30,000 people a day.
I can't even tell you. All I just know is that there was just tons of people there. You know, and everybody was loving it. And there's nothing more than what I wanted, my team wanted us to win that tournament, you know. And we pulled up, you know, driving by that place all the time, going to Chuck's house or whatever. You know, it's never even fathoming there being a paintball tournament there, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
then driving up and seeing just a lit cloud of sand and bunkers and, you know, and
pro
netting
paintball,
up.
your picture on a Budweiser poster, like in the bar. I mean,
seeing all the trailers there, it was amazing. Yeah. You know, it actually made me feel like I was a real athlete there for a little bit. You know,
just for a little bit. Yeah. But also, dude, I remember talking to you guys there right before you guys played the finals, and you were like, "Dude, I'm so nervous. I haven't been this nervous in so long because it was just a totally different scene, man. It was the beach and." It was cool. It was kind of a
start
cool
off, you know.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the season. You know, we had 2 months off. You know, so we hadn't had any tournaments. And we're back into it, and they throw us in, and it was like just the biggest tournament of our lives. You know, so it was definitely really nerve-wracking. You know, and our families were there supporting us, which was definitely really cool. You know, my mom had never really seen me play paintball before, and you know, to show everybody and our families, you know, that this is actually a real sport. You know, and then to go out there and play, you know, and then get down and then come back. You know, in front of everybody, you know, everybody wants to see us, you know, do well.
Yeah.
It's our hometown, and then we lose the first game, come back, and it was just so like nerve-wracking. Our hearts were just pounding. It was awesome.
Well, hey, let's show some of the kids some of that action footage, man.
Let's do it. There's got lots of different things.
Yeah, so let's just piece out of Union Square and head to the beach, Huntington Beach. Check it out.
Let's do it.
Could you take our picture?
I'll do the photography this time, Sam.
Thanks.
People tell me they wake up every day, wondering if they'll be here tomorrow. I say live for today, 'cause everything you have
we're in San Francisco. We're at Lombard Street. Break it down for us. You know, just talk a little bit about how San Francisco fits in with the whole extreme sports thing. You know, how skateboarding, you started out skateboarding, you were going to go pro skateboarding. You're really big into that. And then you were like, well, guess what? I'm going to play paintball. So talk to us a little bit about how, you know, how that transition worked. You know, talk to us a little bit about skateboarding and paintball together, how you came into that.
Well, you know, like every major city in the U.S., you know, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, you know, it thrives off of anything. You know? It's just an attraction. And, you know, skateboarding here was huge. And when I was growing up, just come take the Golden Gate Transit in, $1.25, you know, 10, 11 years old, hanging out with older kids, coming in here, and we just skate all day. I don't know how my mom let me come over here, but we had a blast, man. I learned a lot. I met a lot of pro skateboarders, you know. We used to go to Embarcadero, skateboard there. Actually, we got into a little tiff there with the cop one time. Got a ticket, got taken to jail. 13-year-old kids for skateboarding, got a ticket. My
Did moms come down and bail you out,
my
or what?
skateboard got impounded for a good year and a half, you know, which was like a big deal back then, you know. Like, I didn't have any money, you know. I'm like begging my mom for a new skateboard.
Yeah.
But you know, there's they have the X Games here, you know, and I was skateboarding before the X Games that even had skateboarding in it, you know. So it was a major feat for me to come here and, like, you know, and see these kids I used to skateboard with, you know, in the X Games, you know.
Yeah.
And
So-
we used to just come over here and have a blast.
So transitioning from the whole skateboarding thing
to paintball.
Now the industries, like, do you see some similarities between the
I
industries?
see it a lot. I mean, you know, like when I quit skateboarding, it was small. You know, it's like how paintball is now. You know, it was big in our own little world, right?
Yeah.
But now look at skateboarding. You know, it's got
Gigantic.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You know, everything.
Video
it's in the X
games,
Games, like I was
it's in the X
saying.
Games,
Everybody
craziness.
knows. You can go up to any of these tourists and be like, you know skateboarding. You know who Tony Hawk is. You know. But you know, 5 years ago, when I was skateboarding, they didn't have that. You know, and now you know, who's a professional paintball team? None of these people know. You know. But hopefully in
None of
4 or
these
5
people know
years-
that you're a professional paintball player.
They just drive by. They're actually taking pictures of us right now, not Lombard Street. You know, I see a big, you know, similarity there. You know, and I'm thinking, you know, hopefully in 4 or 5 years that paintball will be what skateboarding is now. You know, maybe even bigger.
Absolutely.
It's definitely got the potential. You know.
It definitely does, especially when you got, you know, fat tournaments blowing it up too. And since, you know, we're on the crookedest street in San Francisco, we might as well go to someplace else that's a little bit crooked.
Where's
and,
that, huh?
A little bit of Amsterdam action.
That's definitely a crooked place.
So let's head over to Amsterdam, check out a little bit more tournament stuff, a little bit more action footage.
We won Amsterdam.
Yeah, you guys did win Amsterdam.
It's good shots.
I didn't go.
One next year.
Fine.
Yeah, right.
That's right. So let's take you guys to Amsterdam. Check it out.
Silence of the north wind blew, but its head asunder, beating
Strange, and you're watching Jawbreaker.